Hey there, in this video we'll be looking at the question, does Google index Pinterest? Make sure you have watched the other videos in the series so that you can understand what I'm saying. I also have videos on one of the best Pinterest courses. It will be linked in the description. All the Pinterest videos which I'm creating in this series are in the description. Make sure you watch the video. Let's get started. So does Google index Pinterest? Yes, Google does index Pinterest, and we'll see proof of it in this video. There are, however, instances where Google did not index Pinterest. We will look at that later on. So stay tuned for that. Let's first look at proof that Google indexes Pinterest, pins, boards, and the profile. So Google indexes not only the Pinterest pins, sometimes it indexes the boards, sometimes you'll find that it indexes a profile. So let's look at this. For example, I'm using one of my examples. So for a keyword which says Smitten app, I have my Pinterest pin ranking, and below that I have my website ranking. So the Pinterest pin actually pulled up the website, and both of them are on the first page of Google, so I have double listing here. Not only is Google indexing Pinterest, we have found that Bing is also started indexing Pinterest, so it's a double win. So when you have a Pinterest pins and an optimized Pinterest account, not only will you start getting rankings in Google, you will also have rankings in Bing. So what's the benefit of having, your pins indexed in Google or Bing or whatever? First of all, that is prime real estate. Suppose your website is not able to rank, but still you'll find that the Pinterest pins will rank. It could be for various reasons. Sometimes your Pinterest account is so focused, so authoritative that they start ranking higher than your website, or your website is too new. So they don't start. But what happens is people come, they search for something, they find the pin, they click through. Hopefully the pin is good, and then they'll click through to your website. So the more the traffic coming, Google starts paying attention, and you will start finding that your rankings for your website start improving. This has happened for me time and time again. So let's look at how to get pins indexed by Google. If you're interested, just keep watching. So Pinterest, in my opinion, has started following Google. I'm not saying that I have read it from somewhere. I'm just seeing a trend happening. Okay. First of all, Google has themselves put out something that they believe in expertise, authority, and trust. They rank sites based on expertise, authority, and trust, sites and web pages. Okay, so I'm translating that into Pinterest. Pinterest is like like a search engine in its infancy. So Pinterest is kind of following Google. You find that, if you have expertise. So how do you have expertise in Pinterest? You establish a business account, show that you are an expert. You optimize your account with keywords. By the way, my Pinterest account is linked in the description. Go check it out and see how I have done that. So for step 1, create a business account. Step 2, optimize your account with keywords. And step 3 is verify the account. So this will get your account to a kind of an expert status. Next is authority. Show yourself that you are an authority in your niche. And how do you do that? Let your work speak for you. Step 1, have your relevant, focused, and optimized boards. Step 2, your Pinterest account ultimately links out to what? Hopefully it's your website. So make sure your website is also an authority. So what I do in my case is that I make sure that a pin goes exactly to the relevant page on my website. My website, my Pinterest account are both in synergy, synced. They have uh, the same focus. So if it's about, say, cooking, the Pinterest account is about cooking, and even the website is about cooking. Not only cooking, it would be like cooking with less oil, or vegan cooking, something like that, and both of the accounts will be exactly the same. Next is, whatever linked accounts you have, build authority on them. Whether it's your YouTube, Pinterest allows you to link Etsy, YouTube, Instagram. So build authority on them, make them tight niched, be it, show yourself an expert and show yourself as an authority. The next one I think is, you should build trust. Your profile, how do you build trust? Your profile should be convincing. Step one, have your picture, your face. If you're a brand, of course, have the logo there, but people prefer faces. So if it's your personal account, like it's a business account, but it's not exactly a brand, make sure you have a face, your face or your representative's face, a name, a description, and optimize these. We will be looking in another video on how do I optimize my Pinterest and my Pinterest account and the pins, and I will be linking that video out. Check that video later. So let's look at the 5-step process to get your pins indexed by Google. Step 1, optimize your account. So assuming this is your Pinterest account, optimize the entire account, figure out your keywords, and optimize this whole account. I'll be talking in detail in my next video, which says how do I optimize my pins on Pinterest, and do watch that video. Step 2, have relevant keywords in the pins, boards and description, and maintain relevancy. So be relevant. Relevancy is very important. It's important in Google, and it's also very, very important in Pinterest. Be extremely relevant. So what exactly does that mean? You have a keyword you're going to make a pin about. Say, let's say that how to remove fleas from the dog. That is the keyword. The pin should have text which says how to remove fleas from the dog. The board should be about either dog grooming or flea removal. The description of the pin should also be the same. The description of the board should also be consistent. That brings us to consistency. Have a consistent pinning strategy. They say that you should have at least 10 to 15 pins per day. I do not do that, yet my impressions are increasing, my click-throughs are increasing, which is more important to me than the impressions. How I have managed to do that, I will share in another video. Step 4. Have fresh content, refresh old pins and content. So the aim of step 3, the previous step, was consistency. The actual aim in being consistent is being fresh, showing more pins so that more people can watch your pins and hopefully click through. Now in step 4, you need to maintain that freshness. You need to refresh your old pins, put out new pins, refresh your content. What do I mean by refresh? Suppose you find a pin going viral, focus on that topic, make 5 more pins related to that topic and publish them. Step 5 is having synergy. Synergy with what? Your Pinterest account and your website should be in sync. It should be a harmonious thing. So you need to optimize your web page, you need to optimize your Pinterest, and make sure that the pin, if it says something, when they click through, they are going to another to the web page which is exactly about the same keyword, the same topic. Do not game the system, it will hurt you. So the 5-step process, let's recap. Step 1 is optimize your account. Step 2, have relevant keywords in the pins, boards and description. Step 3, consistency of pinning. Step 4 is being refreshing all pins and content, having fresh content. Step 5 is optimize your web page. So do these 5 things and your pins will get indexed by Google. You'll find them in the images.google.com. You'll find them on the all search of Google. You will find them also ranking better in Pinterest. Multiple ways to get yourself free traffic. So let's move on and make sure you watch my next video on how do I optimize my pins on Pinterest. And if you really are into this Pinterest thing and you really want to make it successful, please do check out the course linked in the description. I have a exclusive bonus for whoever buys that course through me. See ya.